It's hot today, very hot today. Um, just a couple of things I want to talk to you about. Um, I'm just about to go in and see Eileen. She's the lady that was with me at the hospital, and when I broke my leg, and so I keep an eye on her a little bit, and I'm basically visiting her. So I got some gluten-free coffee cake, and we're gonna have a nice time together. Actually, this is not working for me. Hang on. Let's put the wheel because it's in the car. It's in the car, but I'm just waiting to go in. And I've been channeling a lot today. I think whenever I give up moving on TV for a couple of days, when I give up moving on TV for a couple of days, then I'm in a position to be able to channel the real stuff. It just kind of comes through me as lumiere that I am. And I can't say everything that I want to say, but there is one thing I'd like to say, and I want you to think about it. And I want you to think about it, really, really think about it, guys, okay? So what it is I was watching a reading today on YouTube, and it really, really touched me, and I want to pass this on to whoever may watch, if you watch, okay? Because maybe it's the only way I can communicate this to certain people. And this is it. When you're born, you're not born angry, are you? You're not born angry. Well, unless you lose your twin in the womb and then you come out screaming. But what I'm trying to say is a child is innocent. A child is, like we say, tabula rasa. Tabula rasa means a blank slate. Yeah, a child is a blank slate. And that blank slate is, it depends who you grew up with. It depends the parents you have, the teachers you have, the people that are able to write on that blank slate and condition you to be whatever it is that they decide they want you to be. Yeah. So you're this blank slate, if you know what I mean. That's all you are. You're a blank slate. A tabula rasa, if we call it in Arabic. We used to call it a tabula rasa. You're a blank slate. And then you meet people, that your guardians that bring you into the world, or your parents, the vessels that bring you into the world, the ancestors, everyone. And from the time you're born, hang on, this is really, really bad. It's gone dark, I can't lighten it. Right, so from the time you're born, you meet people. And these people teach you stuff. Yeah, they put stuff into you. Let's try and put this somewhere so it stands, so I don't have to keep holding it. They teach you stuff, and they teach you what they know, okay? So, for example, if you're born to a very, very angry mother or father, or if you're born into a very angry atmosphere, then that's all you're going to know. That's all you're going to learn. You're going to learn anger. You're going to learn fear. If, like me, you were born into a Jewish background, then you're going to learn huge fear because of the way that your parents were brought up, or the ancestors. Yeah. Now, this ascension, this awakening, is you're being called. Try to get that to stand. You're being called to let go. You're being called to let go of everything that isn't you. Everything that isn't you. You're being called to let go of everything that other people taught you. You're being called to let go of the fear, the anger, the ancestors, the genetics. So, for example, if you've been told that because somebody in your family got cancer, you need to get it, no, that's not true. That's what they want you to think. It's not true at all, okay? Because dis-ease comes from the mind, and you create the body through the mind. The mind creates the body, okay? Dis-ease, as Louise Hay says, dis-ease, dis-ease, something that's not comfortable in you. So you're being called to take off all your masks, to take off everything that they have taught you from the time you were born. Do you see what I mean? From the time you were born, things have been plonked on you, forced on you, beliefs, ideas. That's how they got you to go to war, right? And then somehow the internet turned up, and the internet is a good thing. It was a good thing. Of course, it was used the same way as money. It can be used for good or not so good, to do awful things. However, the internet taught you that you can have friends in those people that they told you were enemies. Okay? Really, really hot. They taught you now. They didn't want you to know that. They didn't want to know that you are allowed to have a friend in someone who is your enemy. They didn't want you to know that. So what I'm saying to you is, they conditioned you to be what they wanted you to be, right? So you've been called now by the ascension and the awakening to say, do you know what? I'm not interested in this anymore. I am what I am, pure. Yeah, I'm pure. And you need to start from the beginning. You need to look at everything that you were taught. Like, for example, it's really important to be thin. Let's just take a simple one. You have to be thin, because if you're not thin, then nobody's going to love you. No one is going to want you, especially if you're a woman. You have to be thin. Now, look at all the icons of celebrities like John Candy. Remember him? He's massive. He died. But the big guys that we loved, they weren't thin. No, they conditioned you that men, big men, they are it's the same with age, yeah? As soon as you get to 40, that's it. You can't work, because you mustn't be over 40, because they need you to hate yourself once you get to 40, 41, whatever.